Alright, as you can see now, this is after the first week of fermenting. I'm actually going to transfer it now from this bucket into this bucket with this, which we kind of call like a siphon type deal. It's a rack and cane, I believe it's called. Basically, I don't know if you can see all that, but I'll show you. This is all the yeast caking on the bottom, all the hops and all the other stuff that was left in this. So we're going to take this, put it into here so we can get rid of all of this, and it's supposed to make it taste a lot better. Well, let's get to it. Pop the lid off for this one. Whew. Smells good. Yeah, I'll put that to the side. I've already sanitized everything, so basically all you do is you put this in, give it a couple pumps, and it starts going. And it's going to take a few minutes for it to fully go through, but it's got a little red piece on the bottom, so it doesn't actually go into the caking, or the sediment, whatever you want to call it. So once it gets down to a certain point, tip the bucket over. You know, you're not going to get everything out, so I'll do this, and then I'll show you what the actual bottom of the bucket looks like, and then take it from there. I mean, right now this is being transferred from this bucket. This is what the inside of it looks like. There was the ring from where, you know, the yeast was foaming up. And we'll just gotta wait a few minutes, and then we'll put it back down in the crawl space, keep it cool for another week, and then we'll bottle it. Alright, now that we transferred everything over, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our lid and our airlock, cover it up, obviously not on here. Cover it all up. Stick the airlock back inside there. And now we're ready to go for that. And this is what I was talking about with the yeast caking. That's why you want to transfer it, so you don't have that sitting in the beer for 2 weeks. That's all the leftover hops, the yeast shit, and all that other good stuff. Like I said, obviously you're not going to get it all out. And now we wait one more week until we can bottle. Alright guys, we've waited the 2 weeks now. Today is bottling day. Right now I have the bottles being sanitized inside the dishwasher. I don't know if this is how you do it, but this is how I do it. My dishwasher has a sanitized setting. Instead of dipping each one in the Star Sand, I'm doing it this way. I did it twice previously. Haven't had a problem, so we're going to do it again. And right in here I have 2 cups of water, because where the hell did it go? There it is. We're going to mix the priming sugar. Basically we're going to let it sit in here, boil it, let it sit for 5 minutes until it all dissolves, let it cool down, and then we will put it into, not this one, but this bucket is the bottling bucket, so I have to sanitize this, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, since we got this going, you know, it's going to take a few minutes. I don't know, things to do while waiting, I guess. You know, you could watch a video or two of beer or something, I don't know. This guy's pretty good. He's got some really good brew reviews. But anyway, we'll go back to this now. Like I said, while I'm waiting, I got the sugar waiting to go, sanitizing some stuff. Got that bucket. This got the rack and cane going, and liquid gold right here in this bucket, just waiting to be bottled up. So, ooh, what's he saying now?
The last thing he sent me was a link to how science is proving that smelling farts is healthy.
Nice.
And the pictures that went
I don't.
along with that.
If that's the case, my wife should be the healthiest person on earth. Alright, enough messing around. Let's get back to the brewing. Okay, now that the priming sugar is cooled off, first thing we do is we put it in the bottom of the bottling bucket, so that when you siphon the beer out of here, it'll obviously mix with this. So now let's see what we got. Alright, everything works better when you have free hands, so what I did was I just put the racking can in here, and then what I got right now is the hydrometer, the vial, and I'm going to take a little bit out of here. That's already been sanitized also. What those I'll wait and let that run through a little bit. Alright, now I'll take a small sample of it. So we take our reading, and just look at that color. It's not coming through on video, but it's actually a very light color. So put that to the side, and we'll let this siphon over, and right after that, we'll begin the bottling process. Okay, now we're going to take our final gravity, the hydrometer, and give it a spin. And let's see if we got what we're supposed to have, which it does look like it. I think it's supposed to be at like a 1.01, which is what it is looking like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the alcohol calculator, and we will enter the original gravity, which was the 1.048. I'll delete 1.048. The final gravity is a 1.010, and it is saying the volume is 4.99, which is higher than what it says on here, so we should be pretty good with this. And now it's going to be time for the bottling, and like I said, I have in the dishwasher all these bottles that were sanitized, and you'd be surprised what these craft bottles come in handy for. So I'm going to reuse some of these. I got like 7 of them, I think. And basically what we're going to do, I'll set the camera back up on the tripod and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, right now I got a bucket set up on the bottom just to catch anything that overflows, and now we'll just turn this valve on. This piece of tubing fills up with the beer, and then on the bottom it actually has a little spout. You push up on it and it'll fill up. And this is how we do it. Just stick it in the bottle. It starts to fill up. Just like that. And now basically once the liquid comes all the way up to the top, it's full, and then once you take the tube out, it actually will, drop down, so that you will have room for carbonation to occur. And then you just stop it, release it, pull the bottle down, and I don't know if you guys can see, but now I filled it up to the top. Since I took the tube out, it's down to here. Now we basically will take, we have caps sanitizing in a thing. I have caps sanitizing inside of a bowl. And now we'll just take the capper, put it up on top, press down, and there's our bottle of beer, just like that. I have a whole lot more to go, but that's basically how it's done. Alright, so here we have it. This is all bottled, so I got a case and a half of bottles. Those bottles are empty because it filled up these 7 big bottles. And I don't know if any of you are Lagunitas fans, but this is their brown sugar substitute bottle. 32 ounces. So the rest of these I believe are 22s, and you got a 32 there, which makes up for those 12 bottles that are empty. And here is the sample that I took with the hydrometer, and you can actually drink it. I mean, you can see it's got a nice color to it. Let's taste it. I'm no beer expert, but it tastes pretty good. I mean, you can get a little idea of what it's going to taste like now. So, as I said, case and a half of beer bottles, 7 big boys. Now I gotta wait another 2 more weeks for these to ferment, and then we'll take them out and drink them.